Welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving into something that literally impacts the future, the complex and honestly, often really difficult journey of modern parenting. We all want the absolute best for our kids, right? But the way we go about providing that is packed with hidden pitfalls. So, today we're going to explore some profound insights on how to balance faith, love, and discipline to build truly strong families. Let's just dive right in.
Now, I want you to think about this. When does our love for our kids actually turn into harm? It sounds kind of crazy, doesn't it? There's this huge misconception out there that giving kids everything they want and clearing every single obstacle out of their way is the ultimate form of love. But as we'll see in the source material today, letting our parenting be driven purely by our emotions might feel right in the moment, but it can actually be incredibly destructive down the line.
So, let's jump straight into Section 1, the foundation, seek help from Allah. Before we even think about discipline or rules, we've got to establish a spiritual anchor. The source emphasizes planting a massive truth in our children's hearts from a very young age, using this beautiful prophetic guidance: seek help from Allah and do not feel helpless. We have to teach our kids that no matter what crazy hardships they face in life, they are never, ever facing them alone.
By teaching them to rely on a merciful Creator who hears and sees everything, we're basically giving them this profound internal armor. We have to show them that feeling weak doesn't mean you just surrender. When they know God is always with them, they realize they can just hand their worries over to a generous Lord, and that gives them ultimate resilience when things get tough, because He can change everything with His wisdom and power.
Moving right along to Section 2, the trap of spoiling and emotional justifications.
This is where so many of us stumble. When we lose that strong foundation, we fall into a really common, empathy-driven trap. We justify excessive pampering with excuses that sound totally reasonable in our heads. Like, well, she's an only child, so I can't refuse her any request. Or, he lost a parent, I absolutely have to compensate him. Maybe it's, she went through a really painful experience, I shouldn't burden her with chores. Or simply, he's just too little or sensitive for any pressure. On the surface, these sound so incredibly humane, right? But the text strongly warns us, parents cling to these justifications without realizing the massive damage they are actually causing over time.
Which brings us to a pretty uncomfortable question. Does this emotion-driven love actually protect them, or does it literally leave them completely defenseless? We think we're shielding our kids from the harsh realities of the world by making these excuses, but the reality is we're stripping them of the exact tools they need to actually survive it.
That leads us into Section 3, the hidden cost of fragile personality.
Here is the harsh reality of it all. As parents, our intentions are pure love. We desperately want to shield our kids from all pain, fatigue, and hardship. But the actual result of this overcome